Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? Everybody, what's up, y'all? Oh, they're yaying for me, folks. Yay! This side of the internet. What's up, dogs? Just chilling out here, 9:02 p.m. in the one true time zone. Welcome. We're streaming on two different channels right now. We're on Let's Be Frank and The Left Can't Meme. Been informed by Frank that the replays will go solely to The Left Can't Meme after that. So if you guys want to join us on over there, I think our guy Frank wants to boost those numbers, y'all. What's up? I'm His Eminence, Stephen Ignoramus. That's my own title, guys. Self-appointed. Welcome, y'all. What's good with you? Every single Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome. Talking politics, talking culture, talking whatever else, guys. Kind of do it. My only rule that Frank gave me was do whatever you want. So I do that. All right, just kidding. There are some rules. We have to be respectful, all those good things. Hello to everyone over there in both live chats. Looks like we got about 40 people here. That is grandiose. I think Salty Cracker's streaming right now, so usually we got the late crowd that shuffles in. So what's good? Got a good show planned out tonight, guys. I got my tabs open. We're talking politics today, guys. We're talking normie mainstream politics. President Obama, he gave a speech. Maybe he never stopped being president. Maybe he's one of those folks that never stopped being president one day. But he gave a speech. Former president refers to President Biden as vice president. Now, we got that one talking Hunter Biden, talking Barack Obama, talking, rhinos, winos, Nancy Pelosi. I wonder if she is a wino. Seems like she's on something a little bit harder, right? Who's over in the live chat, and we'll get into our dang thing. Ocean Breathes, Joy in the house. Let's Be Frank in the house. Dave in the house. Hi, everybody. Reflections, hi. Got some of our ignorance in here. That's always nice. I stream 11 a.m. Eastern time on my channel, Ignoramus Media, on weekdays. So if one of the mods wants to link that, that'll be awesome. Or I'll just do it myself, do all the heavy lifting. Feeling good. I like that Frank gave me this time slot. Very grateful. Had an awesome day. Church was great. Just got back from small group. Fantastic. It's the best time. Oh, I can do both voices of the previous presidents. I can do this one. I can do the 2016 voice. I can do the 2008 to 2016 voice. Hey, she soaks her dentures in vodka. True. Katie Z in the house. What's up? Obama was the, I appreciate that. If you didn't call me that there, Horatius. Calls me the long-legged Mac Daddy. Frank is here. Frank is I, and I am him. Mr. Zed in the house. Hello, Timothy. Elena. Hello. So, yeah, we're talking politics, a little bit of immigration today. Got to put some people on blast. I'll try not to get into a fight with the live chat tonight, although it was only one person last week. I wonder if I'll ever be back. Just know that I'm taking you for what you say. You know, it's not like I'm, discriminating, although I like to do that. I'm looking at what you're saying, and I'm highlighting on this. I like StreamYard because you can put people on blast. Wonder where Frank was. I am Frank. How dare you say I'm not Frank? Gringo Frank. Bargain bin Frank. I need it like faux rank. Like F-A-U-X. Can I try to spell it? Does that even work? Put it in the chat. Yeah, I mean, it works. It's more fun when I fight with the chat, but not for them. We want to be an inclusive time. We want to be an inclusive paradise for all people groups. Oh, PJ Evans in the house. What's up, dog? All right. Let's get into it, guys. We're chilling. This will be uploaded as a podcast as well on my platforms. But bam. All right, let's get into it. So, yeah, President Obama returned. Watch as President Obama returns to the White House as Biden faces multiple crises. President Biden, Vice President Harris. One of the things, I've been saying this for a long time. One of the biggest things that I hate about the way they refer to politics is they call them by their ex title the rest of their life. Everyone except for Trump, by the way. They don't call Trump President Trump anymore, but they called Hillary Clinton Madam Secretary and Senator. They still do. It's, oh my gosh, man. You're fired. Guess what? You're fired. So you got some Biden. So this was on the Affordable Care Act. Should we watch the entire hour? Everyone would leave. Every single person would leave. Everyone is welcome here. True. I agree with that. Maybe Barack Obama was never left the seat. Ugh. I want some short clips. The whole thing is so pathetic, man. Let's watch this first. I mean, so my boy PJ Williams says, never has the state of a country been so elegantly defined as this. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is new. It's like a straight up comedy if you wrote something. Look at this.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. Nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
Yeah, that's a total fake setup. Yeah, it's like a Hollywood set. Totally
America
fake.
is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
And look at the look that these two POCs give her. Give him,
a nation that can be defined.
Look at the subtle way Kamala turns to him, and then whatever her name is.
Single word. I was going to put him. Excuse me.
I don't know. Dude. Of course, I don't like Biden, but just that's the sound in and of itself is so
single
funny.
Word. I was going to put him. Excuse me. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. I was going to put him. I was going to put him.
It's when the fast food person I'm taking the fast food order from tries to rush me. I'm like,
I was going to put him.
She's like, do you want an extra? Like, what would you like as your side?
I was going to put him.
Fries, like Funyun rings.
I was going to put him. Excuse me.
I don't know what he said after this. The only clip I have. Stephen Ignoramus, beater of dead horses. Beater of dead horses. They won't even notice. They're dead, dude. Like, why can't I just have my fun? Okay, so let's look at President Obama. Oh, great. Oh. Have you been to my bathhouse? Oh. Yeah, I mean, all these said they openly admit that it's like a movie set. They don't even film. It's all fake, dude. Oh, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vice President Biden.
Vice President, dude, my voice legit sounds like Obama's. I mean my real voice. When I try to sound like Obama, it sounds even
Vice President.
got the same rhythm. And when you do the little pointing thing that Bill Clinton invented, you can become more presidential, even simultaneously while being a homosexual. First sodomite president. Oh, great. Oh, give us a sniff, Joe. Yeah, give us a pinch and a sniff and a little ruffle of the hair like you do with the kids.
That was all set up.
Oh, that was all set up? Oh, just like my presidential campaign? So I want to watch some of it. So yeah, I make content where that's all I say. There's a true international under pressure. There's the Villigan Zumanak. There's a.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, it's very hard to do Biden in my opinion because it's very basic yet incoherent.
Please. My name is Joe Biden. I'm Barack Obama's vice president.
Of course.
And
I believe that,
Jill
man.
Biden's husband. By the way, the only reason Jill's not here today, she's working.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things about Obama. He's like constantly code switching. He has like 7 different voices.
She's teaching. So I just want you to know that's why she's not here.
It's just like loose dog jowls. I'm not a crook. This thing is a clown show, man. We like to have fun here, though. Let's pick a. Let's see. So she spoke first, if you can call her. This interpreter, I'm getting trans vibes from this interpreter. She's been on all of them. I bet she is insufferable. But yeah, these hands right here, I mean, these are some big hands, and that jawline. I'm getting trans vibes from her. Do you agree?
The Navy mess has been
replaced
by Baskin Robbins.
I bet you that interpreter is insufferable to be around.
There's a cat running around, which I guarantee you Bo and Sonny would have been very unhappy about. But coming back, even if I have to wear a tie, which I...
Great.
Pelosi. So
and everyone just
as a
plays
result
the
of
game.
these...
Look at the hands on this interpreter, man. She's either trans or 6'8", something like that. How do you do the sign for?
Sure, folks don't have to.
Folks, he loves the word folks. Look at this.
You can make America better.
Those hands, dude. Let's just watch the hands. Look at her hands and her jaw. Bruised Jenner. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting that vibe. You guys remember when the what's it called? The interpreter did the fake sign language at Mandela's funeral? You see the video of that cat clawing Joe's crotch? No. Yeah, look at those hands, man. I don't know what to say about it other than I do believe in the transpocalypse. It's literally going on. It's all so cringe, man. Leftism is so cringe. Yeah, how does she sign the nonsense? How do you sign true international under pressure? The fish islands, yeah. That's one theory. I actually think it's more of the trans thing, but to each his own. You know more about technology than me, PJ, but I'm saying I know a little bit more about transgenders. Excuse me. I almost said something I shouldn't have. I'm Joe Biden's bathmate. Chicken feet. And it's like they have to get into the emotion of it. You know, I've been told before that that's part of ASL. They're like, instead of me just like calmly, they're like, it's like, dude, relax, man. No one speaks like that. No. Sorry. Will not elaborate, by the way. Will not elaborate at all on that. No, I'll let my words stand for themselves. Like the big hook, the shepherd's cane comes out, you know, and Frank sends a shepherd's cane from Florida to yank me off screen. It's like, no, but I didn't end it. He's like, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, dude, it's all so ridiculous. It's funny how ASL makes mouth movements like they're deaf, but they're not deaf. Yeah. Yeah, it's all so bizarre. I mean, the whole leftist thing. I mean, I think most I've talked about this on the show a lot before, that most so-called right-wingers are actually liberals. But this is leftism. I mean, this is almost like neoliberalism. I mean, the people that are at the top, I don't think Barack Obama cares about the things that they're, or Joe Biden even cares about the things they're talking about. But this is leftism. And it's like more than half the country are leftists. And then, 30 to 40%, maybe, 30% are liberals. And then there's like 10% correct wingers or right wingers. Shepherd crook. Shepherd's crook. That's right. It's a person that steals sheep. Get it? No, I don't. Welcome, everybody. 41 people holding strong. Remember, we're broadcasting on the Left Can't Meme as well. So you get over to the Left Can't Meme. Then you'll boost Frank's numbers. I think he's trying to monetize that channel. Yo to the H to the Izzo. All right. Pour one out. There's this one really funny photo with everyone liking Barack Obama. Where's this at? Yeah, this one right here. Okay, it says, when you bring your cooler brother to the office and all your coworkers like him more than you. That dude is irrelevant. I didn't know he was that bald. Look at that. So much more popular. Wow. I didn't see the turn away at the end, man. That is straight up pathetic. Bro. That makes me feel bad for the guy a little bit. Yeah, one is the loneliest number. Correct. Those flying squirrel eyes. Those rat eyes. Yeah, no, exactly. No one even wants to look at him. It's crazy. This happened a couple times when he was in some other country. I don't remember what it was. Was it the G3 or G3? That's a Christian country. The G7. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Obama is objective. Yeah. That's just whenever I get it. That's the thing that's why I think a little bit about Biden is put on. It's because he already has this like dumb speech thing, and he knows it, so he leans into it. Like me. Since I make so many gaffes, I might as well just yeah, we can sum up Stephen Ignoramus' streaming career in one word. Yeah, sadness. Yeah, that was the most sad thing ever. For shizzle. I've always wanted to say this. Yeah, so Biden abandons his Build Back Better agenda. It was one Democrat that voted against it. He introduced his fiscal 2023 budget this week, as bad as the 1.4 trillion spending and 2.5 trillion higher taxes over the next decade are. What's most noteworthy is what isn't in the document, his signature legislative agenda, Build Back Better. Yeah, bro. The whole thing's a scam, dude. That's really what the red pill is. That, you know, you can be red pilled on certain issues, but the true red pill is that this whole thing is a fake narrative, dude. Like, most people, even good people, don't even have their own thoughts. They don't know that their thoughts and their narrative have been shaped for them long in advance by the State Department, the deep state, the intelligence community, whatever. And it's not even the media. The media gets it from them. It's influenced by the liberal academic class. Everything is a setup, or it's fake, or you're being told something. Even if it's real, you're being told something specific for a reason. There's many different frames and narratives that one can operate in. So that's what the red pill is. Oh, yes, I prefer the clown pill as well, but you can't be clown pilled without taking the red pill, in my opinion. Because you won't have a sense of humor about the whole thing if you don't realize that it's all a lie. For shizzle, my frizzle. That's Frank in black speak. Why the heck is this commander-in-chief kneeling in this photo op with Navy sailors? I just love sarcasm. Why is he kneeling? I can't imagine the disrespect for our troops. Just program, dude. The conservative media is just as brainwashed as the left, man. Yeah, mainstream conservatives are just as bro. Why did you see when Obama didn't salute the troops? Pump him with more sarcasm. That will fix the problem. Oil can. What are my thoughts about nuclear war? I'm in favor of it. I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know what you mean. Like, do I think it's going to happen? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's multi-generational. It's a good comment right here. They've been brainwashed since they were kids. I watched it happen for years, and counter the propaganda is very difficult because people trust the hierarchy, even if the hierarchy is Jim Jones and his insane henchmen. I'm in favor of mass nuclear war everywhere except for in my town, because I just want to have more resources, you know. What's that Randy Newman song? I'll sing it a cappella. I don't think we'll get a strike. Does that even happen? It's about nuclear war. No one likes us, I don't know why. We may not be perfect, but heaven knows we try. All around us, even our old friends put us down. Let's drop the big one and see what happens. We give them money, but are they grateful? No, they're spiteful and they're hateful. They don't respect us, so let's surprise them. We'll drop the big one, pulverize them. Asia's crowded, Europe's too old, Africa's far too hot, and Canada's too cold. South America stole our name. Let's drop the big one. There'll be no one left to blame us. We'll save Australia. Don't want to hurt no kangaroos. We'll build an all-American amusement park there. They got surfing too. Pow, pow, pow. Boom goes London. Boom, Paris. More room for you, more room for me. Every city, the whole world round, will just be another American town. Oh, how peaceful it will be. We'll set everybody free. There'll be a Japanese kimono for you, Italian shoes for me. They all hate us anyhow. So let's drop the big one now. Let's drop the big one now. Thank you, folks. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. You're far too kind. Oh, my goodness. You guys are so kind. Wow. That's just amazing. You guys are so nice. You You guys are so nice for clapping like that. That was wonderful. That was just wonderful of you. All right, let's go back to the news. Back to the news. Let's drop the big one now. Jazz. We will fight on the beaches. We'll fight. We'll fight in the White House. We'll fight. We'll fight on the beaches. We'll fight in the forest. We'll fight the grooming gangs. It's like when Winston Churchill becomes Sean Connery Nixon. Do I think it's going to happen? I think it's going to happen. Nuclear war isn't as bad as people think. Check out New York Prepper. As long as you're underground, it wouldn't be that bad. Stay there for 2 weeks. No, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the globalist American regime is chicken crap. I really don't want to swear on this channel out of respect to Frank. No, I think that what I think about this whole thing, I mean, it's going to happen one day. I don't know if it's going to be in our lifetime. But no, I think that Russia is going to win the Ukrainian war. I think China is going to take Taiwan, and I think Iran's going to get a nuke, and liberals are going to cry about it. I think nothing's going to happen. I mean, if the globalist American regime pursues action in any of those wars, it's going to be it's suicidal. Talk about, I mean, it doesn't mean everyone's going to die, but they don't have a stake or a claim in any of those places. So, and if we did the Iran thing, it would just be to shill for Israel. And if they do, it'd be one of the dumbest national moves in war history. So I think those three things are going to happen, and liberals and neocons are going to cry about it. That's what I think is going to happen. Nope. No news, just music. What if I sang the news? I kind of just did, right? Let's drop the big one now. Yeah. Oh, guys, thank you so much. Wonderful. Wow, you're such good people. You're such good people. Thank you. All right, so he took a knee, folks. He's like Colin Kaepernick. I just love Colin Kaepernick. We'll beat our enemies with sarcasm. Oh, I love Seinfeld. I'm just trying to get some laughs out of my people. All right. Okay. I swear I'm on 0 substances right now, by the way. I went to small group and I'm drinking a Propel. I had a burger. This is just how I am. This is just how I am, guys. Yeah, I mean, sure. Jelly Bean says parents need to threaten removing their kids from the school system. They need to just do it. No more threatening. They need to just do it. That is, I think that would actually backfire a little bit. It's so far past the point of threats. They need to just do it. And if they're gonna threat, they have to actually do it. So they should just do it. Nobody likes Joe. Oh. Dang. This is how I am at parties sometimes. I just want to be liked. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Dang, dude. Bro. Wow. They're hoeing this guy so bad, man. Wow. Yeah, it's like that. That's just how I grabbed the 9-year-old. It was great. It was fantastic. Great. In the bathhouse. Me and Tony Fauci. Have you heard of him? I want to listen to this again. I do want to know what that one word was, by the way.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
I actually had a moment like this when I was hosting the open mic the other day, and my friend made fun of me. Bro, what's wrong with you? I stuttered on stage, and he was like, "Oh!" While he came up to stage, I'm like, "Dude, where's the support?"
I was going to put him.
He's like, "Would you like onion rings, or which side would you like with your burger?"
I was going to put him.
It's like what the guy at Foot Locker or at Dick's Sporting Goods asked me what size my shoe is.
I was going to put him
When I go to Subway and they ask me what size sandwich I want.
I was going to put him
Give me more ones to say. Yeah, the one with Subway is perfect. Yeah, when the girl with acne at Subway asked me what length of sandwich I want.
I was going to put him
And when I'm thinking of whether I should take a diet or not.
I was going to put him excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Fit him. Oh yeah, what's his name? Jack Posobiec got a timeout on Twitter for calling Disney groomers. But whatsoever am I supposed to call someone that's acting like a total groomer? Yeah, that's all, folks. Yeah, true. That's a good one. Yeah, how does Porky Pig sign off when he has dementia?
I was going to put him excuse me.
Where's the rest of this vid? I can find it. Since you're asking so nicely. That backdrop is so fake, man. So, how do you spell what he just said? Biden, Tanji, Harris. Bro, it's so long. How long does he talk for? Let me put it up here. No, it's such a long speech, man.
Or as their hard work and God gives single word.
Oh, do you look how good I am at the internet? Can you believe how good I am at the internet? I just found it in 3 clicks. My third click was exactly where it was. I'm not on the internet. I am the internet, guys. Do you know how good I am at this job? I just did it. I just no Fed posting in the chat. Dang, that was so tight. It was literally all luck.
I was going to put him the foothills of the Himalayas with.
He doesn't even say what it is. He doesn't even say what it is. He says, I was in the foothills of the Himalayas. That's unguessable. I mean, if I gave you 1,000, if I stopped it after the, I thought he was going to say like freedom or something like that. Like, I thought it was going to be at least one word, but he launches into a story about the foothills of the Himalayas. That is insane. That is so apt. So let me go back to... I'm so clown-filled, man.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him the foothills of the Himalayas with sheep.
Yeah, and then Ketanji Brown Jackson can't even look at him. She just that uncomfortable look right there. Look at this.
I was going to put him the foothills
She just
of the
looks
Himalayas
down.
with Xi Jinping, traveling with him. That's we traveled 17,000 miles when I was vice president. I don't know that for a fact. And we were sitting alone. I had an interpreter and he had an interpreter. And he looked at me in all seriousness. He said, "Could you define America for me?" And I said what many of you heard me say for a long time. I said, "Yes, I can. In one word, possibilities."
Oh my gosh. That's literally the Sam Hyde TED Talk. Wow, dude. People that know will know. I can play a second of it. That's literally the Sam Hyde TED Talk. Possibilities.
With a chip on his shoulder and his heart on his sleeve and the world in his eyes. Well, that's a tough question, asking somebody to define who they are. I much prefer to ask, what inspires that person? What inspires you? What inspires you? What inspires you? I want an answer. What inspires you? You better find something, man. Don't worry about it. Possibilities.
Yeah, the guy. That's literally what the guy says in the Sam Hyde TED Talk from like 10 years ago, dude.
You better find something, man. Don't worry about it. Possibility. JavaScript. What is possibilities?
That was I was in the foothills of the Himalaya. I'm not a my Biden is basically Nixon, but that was the word possibilities. Liberalism is just so empty, man. It's one of the biggest lies in the world. It's so uninspiring. It's untrue. It's low vibe. It's low IQ. They're just like, possibilities. And then like, what do you mean possibilities? The opportunity for a pro-pedophile black woman to be on the Supreme Court and a fake black woman to be installed as the vice president. Like,
Possibilities.
oh my gosh, man. It's so pathetic, man. Yeah, they can't create anything new. No one really... if you don't have a relationship with God, aka the truth, or the truth, aka God, it's really hard to. They can't create anything new. That's why they're so low vibe. They have no humor. Yeah, they got nothing. They can't debate because they don't have a grip on words. They don't have a grip on meaning. And God is the great I am. So it all goes back to God. Yeah. Left can't. Oh, that's Frank. Frank says so fake and gay. Yeah. Next Sunday, by the way, quick announcement. I texted Frank about this. I'll assume that the answer is yes, because why would Frank have a problem with this? Maybe he did. Next Sunday's Easter. So what I'm gonna do for this side of the internet is we're gonna do all scripture and worship music. Do an Easter special. Looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that. There's a sunrise service. I'm going to church at 8 a.m. It's not really that early for me, but I have a show. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I'm getting back from a show at 2 in the morning the night before. Yeah, they don't have the divine spark. Agreed. You're good with it? Great, man. Yeah, Easter special next week. Scripture. I'll read the Easter story out of all the Gospels, and I'll do some worship music. Should be about 90-minute stream. I'm saying that Reflections on Liberty can't laugh. If Reflections on Liberty laughs, I'm banning him. I'll unban right after, and then I'll laugh. We'll all laugh. I'm saying that. Sorry. I don't even know what the context of that is, but I don't know. Hello, everybody. 46 in the house. We had 50 a second ago. Possibilities. That is cringe, man.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to foot.
Yes. Yes, left can't meme is Frank. It's his third channel. Oh, Biden at the KBJ confirmation repeats the story given 3 Pinocchios by the Washington Post about traveling 17,000 miles with Xi Jinping. He can't stop lying. Oh,
Well,
wait. Dang it.
What is...
Sorry. Sorry. I choked there. I choked, guys. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Jocko Podcast. Good. I used to be so into Jocko Willink, man. Indeed, that the left cannot meme. Indeed. Nancy Pelosi just got the Rona. What's her little... What is the... Did anyone ever figure out what that, like... thing it? Could you hear her dentures clicking together? What was that? It's my new dance move, bruh. Well, it's the one that's in the chat. The left can't meme. Click on the one in the chat. It's right there. There's a Twitter account called Left Can't Meme as well, but yeah, he's right there. Yeah, make me a mod, bruh. Let me get in there. I mean, it's not like I can really do it tonight, but make me a mod, bruh. Yeah, make me a mod, bruh. Bruh. I need you to make me a mod times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. I mean, it's not like I can really do it tonight, but make me a mod, bro. Yeah, make me a mod, bruh. Come on, bruh. I need you to make me a mod, bruh, times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. I mean, it's not like I can really do it tonight, but make me a mod, bro. Yeah, make me a mod, bruh. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I need you to make me a mod, bruh. Times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. Yeah. So there's 4 now. It's not like I can really do it tonight, but make me a mod, bro. Yeah, make me a mod, bro. Come on, bro. I need you to make me a mod, bro. Times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. Yeah. So there's 4 now. It's not like I can really do it tonight, but make me a mod, bro. Yeah, make me a mod, bro. Come on, bro. I need you to make me a mod, bro. Times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. Yeah. So there's 4 now. It's not like come on, bro. Come on, bro. I need it, bro. I need it. Yeah, make me a mod, bro. Come on, bro. I need you to make me a mod. Too many bros. Times the number of me's on the screen. Get in there. Yeah. So there's 4 now. It's not like
4 dude bros?
I need it, bro.
About 8.
Yeah, make me a mod, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm waiting, bro. Waiting, bro. Come on.
Too many bros.
Not enough, bros. Not enough, bro.
Yeah. So there's 4 now.
bro. Sorry. I just love technology so much, man. I just love the tool of technology. It's so fun, man. Bruh. Yo, bruh. Come on, bro. 4 dude bros? I need it, bro. Dude bros? I need more, bro. Come on, bro. I need it, bro. I'm waiting, bro. I need some validation, bro. Bros. I'm still not a mod. Come on, bro.
So there's 4.
Bro, come on. I'm not even a mod yet. Mod me, bro.
Sorry.
Please. I
love
it. Won't stop.
I just love technology.
I'm now a moderator.
So
Yes. I'm now a moderator for this channel, but the bros will
I'm now a moderator.
Yes. I'm now a
moderator for this channel, but the bros.
I'm now a moderator. Yes. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. The right can meme. Oh, no. We cannot, no. We cannot have too much fun here. 10 people left. Come on, bruh. Exponential annoy. Hey, Judas Iscariot over there in the chat throws me under the bus. Make sure you sub to my channel, bruh. Yeah, this is a big shilling session. That's all we're doing, bruh. I'll do it, bro. That was a lot? Come on. Send that to all yeah, sub to Ignoramus Media. I'm streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m. What are you guys saying? What are people like you saying in there? Bruh. Everyone's just saying bruh. That's awesome. What are we fighting about tonight? All right, bro. So, non-story. So did Eric Adams, the mayor of New York. He announced he had the Rona in a tweet, and I was like, oh, it'll be okay, bro. You'll get better health care because you're black. I love the Ignats, dude. Full on assault from the Ignats. Democrats are now paying people to convince their friends and family to vote Democrat. Bruh. A group of Democratic strategists is trying to spread a novel organizing tactic in this year's election. Technically, it's called paid relational organizing. With this grooming thing going on, it sounds like something related to that. Paid relational organizing. That's what they're going to call sex ed. But it boils down to this, paying people to talk to their friends about politics. Jeez. Yeah, I forgot about that. He called us crackers, guys. That one's a serious post, so we'll get to that later. We got to keep the vibe going, guys. She was outside.
Is there?
When is she done? She's going straight to MSNBC, right? I'll just read the quote. Dude, Ducey about to get thrown out of the White House thing. He's been wearing a mask inside. She wasn't wearing a mask yesterday at the Senate. She was playing an important role in confirming the first black woman to the Supreme Court. I don't even like the word racist, but I'll use it. You know, they just care. They care about anything other than being good at stuff, which is fine by me because white people are, you know, pretty good at stuff in general. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what someone says paid desperation tactics. I mean, I don't think they're going to lose as big as people think, man. Most of the country is straight up brainwashed. Most conservatives are brainwashed. They're brainwashed into thinking that they're not liberals when they are. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. A whistleblower has fled the U.S. for Switzerland. They're going to get him. I've even been following this whole thing. A lot of these periphery. It's not even, no, just, it's like chum for the Sharks. A whistleblower. So it's like, yeah, the laptop. I mean, look, there's things that I never want to see again on that laptop, dude. And I will never share them out because they gets into like a questionably, and I don't even have them. I mean, I'm not even to share. I just saw some of them once and these bordering on like illegal images. It's crazy. Drop the LC meme channel. Oh, I got it right here. Got you, dog. Yo, I got you, bruh. Watch it over there, bruh. So I don't know, man. I mean, it is true that they banned the New York Post from even completely from Twitter over this story at a crucial moment in the realest election in history. So I don't know. Chum for the Sharks. Mainstream normie stuff. Secret Service is renting a $30,000 a month Malibu mansion to protect Hunter Biden. I mean, this guy is a legit scumbag. Also connected to Ukraine. The Pelosi's, the Romneys, and the Bidens are all connected to the children of them are all connected in Ukraine. Never forget that. That's why I'm pro-Russia in this conflict, dude. It's very simple. I'm not pro-Russia in and of itself, but just look at what Ukraine is. Look at all the people who are diehard supporters of Ukraine. They're the worst people ever. And Russia has drew a line in the sand a long time ago. More than a decade ago. In Georgia and Ukraine. And we just can't. The globalist American empire cannot. They can't stop. They won't stop. They need to be checked, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, exactly, Katie. Yeah, made sure not to see the things on the laptop you speak of. You warned me and I avoided it, yes. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, fantastic. So this is interesting. This is the stuff I'm interested in. Let me read this thread. So it says, hey guys, did you see the story about Hunter Biden renting a pad in Malibu and the big scandal because his security detail is renting the house next door for $30K a month? That is insane. What costs that? I mean, I guess they're like living expenses. 60 people here. I bet you Salty just ended or something like that. What up, y'all? What up? Yeah, everywhere. Dude, it's a nonpartisan issue. Reflections. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I mean the left of course is the left is the enemies of God. The rhinos are the enemies of us. You know, the fake right-wingers are the immediate enemy and the left is just they're just straight up wicked. So, it's both, but yeah, it's a little bit of a weird distinction. We're not going to win by going after the left. We need to go after the right. So it says, I recall the same neighborhood in Malibu. So it says, some Malibu locals I know recognize the house in the Daily Mail photos. I recall that this is the same neighborhood in Malibu that had a famous celebrity drug rehab place called Promises. I've heard of that before. Ben Affleck went there. It's closed now. The pics are from a DM story. Why would Hunter move to this fairly out-of-the-way spot up in the hills of Malibu when he could afford a sick oceanfront pad on the Broad Beach or the Colony or some other oligarch foul songs? I don't know what that means. Promises is now closed, but now a new ultra-private celebrity rehab now operates in a house next door to where Promises used to be, Cliffside, Malibu. So TLDR, Hunter Biden is living across the street from a super fancy top secret drug rehab facility. I don't know. It's just interesting. Yeah, I mean, what'd you say? Rhinos and establishment Republicans. Yeah, it's anyone fake. And it's also anyone the right wing has to be Christian too. So it's these new age people too, these people that they can have Christian values without Christ. It's a bigger group than you think. There's people in the chat right now that are in that group. And I'm not even thinking of anyone specific, but like in a group of 50 to 60 people on the right, there's going to be some fake ones that just don't think they're fake. They don't know it, but they don't have real Christian values. They think that it's just the left, and they don't understand history. They don't understand the history of the last 60 to 100 years and how we got there, and it's their fault. Partially, I mean, it's like in general, it's that group's fault. It's the spineless quote Christians that said sin was good for 70 years. So sin's bad. All right. I said I would promote the person that made the thumbnail tonight is Arvolt. He's one of my people. So if you want to give him a follow over there on Twitter, that'd be awesome. Does memes and things like that. Made the thumbnail for the night. So follow Arvolt if you're into that. All right. Let's do immigration, man. Immigration, look, I mean, there's so many big issues. It's very, very hard for me to say what the Singus Biggle issue is. But immigration is one of them. Closing the border, I don't know if it's the biggest issue, but it's closing both borders is one of the top priorities. They're giving these people phones, dude. Yeah. Jen Psaki confirms Biden is giving free phones to illegal immigrants before releasing them into the U.S. There's this thing where, what's his name? Greg Abbott. Oh, got him. Orders illegal immigrants released by Biden administration be shipped by bus to Washington, D.C. This is a classic, just loser tactic, dude. Oh, they're shipping them to Delaware, where Biden lives. Just close the border. Just defy the federal government. Get sued. Get invaded by the feds. If you're about it, Greg Abbott, stand up for something. Oh, wait. Sorry. Low-hanging fruit. My bad. But it's like, now, cool. This is good. I hope they just shouldn't be here, man. We've just got to close the border and deport every single illegal immigrant. It's so simple. but there's not the will. It's difficult yet simple. You just have to have the will to do it, and we don't. And it's conservatives' fault. Spineless, man. How can they ship them to DC that and you can't ship them back? It's so dumb, dude. A lot of this got this bad because people are just like, it's like, what is an American? There's no definition for American. Right now, the definition of American is anyone who wants to be. That is unacceptable. That's unacceptable for any nation. That's literal suicide. It's national suicide. I mean, there's no, anyone can be an American, and they're just looking for a better life. It's like, dude, everyone's looking for a better life, and you're making life worse for the people here. So you don't care about your people. It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, the GOP is trash, man. Yeah, the establishment GOP needs to be destroyed for sure. No one should be getting free anything of the sort. You know, we need austerity and we need toughness. We need so many things, but this whole someone got theirs. This is the reparations argument. Like, it's the wealth transfer argument. That's what women in the workforce is. It's affirmative action. It's all just a bunch of wealth transfer. We just need to get back to a place where we need to get to a place where competence matters again. Like competence alone matters again. So, yeah, no one should be getting any free phones. I'm closer to wanting to just ban cell phones. I could do with it. Yeah, decadent. Yeah, decadent society. It's so ridiculous. Austerity, unity, toughness. And these tactics are just so gay, dude. Oh, just a boss move all around. No, it's not, dude. A boss move would be recognizing that you're the biggest border by far the biggest southern land border is in Texas. Just close it, man. But everyone's afraid of getting called a racist. Everyone's afraid of all kinds of stuff. It's pathetic, man. And Greg Abbott is not the poster boy for being a rhino. He is a rhino, but there's people that are way worse. Lindsey Graham. There's so many people that are worse. But this guy has been based on a couple things. So this is what I mean by it's not the obvious cases. The obvious cases are obvious for a reason because they're obvious. But there's people that are not very obvious, like Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, Ron DeSantis even, man. Ron DeSantis is a little bit of a rhino, yo. Donald Trump is a little bit of a rhino. I like Trump. I support Trump. He just endorsed Dr. Oz, man. He's the biggest vaccine shill ever. You know what I mean? It's just such an issue. Is there not one based man in the universe? It's a small price to pay, Nephilim. I see your point. If I ban cell phones, how will we listen to you? I don't know. I'll be out of it. There'll always be the campfire, sir. Me and you will hang in real life. Yeah, Trump is a liberal. Yes, I agree with that. Yes, he could close the border. I think he could do that. I mean, the feds, it's like, what is a law? It's not just a bill on Capitol Hill, you know what I mean? Like, this is about power, not about have to do it. What would happen? Like, laws get broken by government all the time, and there's usually a lawsuit. What's not going to happen is they're not going to march the army into Texas to reopen the border if it gets sealed. That's what I just mean by the will. You have to have the balls to just do it. And if they do, then that would be like pretty epic. I don't mean really in a good way. It would just be historic, and then we'll see what happens. But you have to force the hand of the people. You have to have cojones. You need a Americano with balls. You know? It's just true. Yeah. That's the shifting we can't afford. Yeah, exactly. That's why I just want all these people to go. Are you saying I was doing that? I'm just saying he's better than the obvious ones. But yeah, we shouldn't have anyone that won't do what it takes. And that's why I'm announcing my run for yeah, low time preference. Yes, I agree with that. Smartphones have caused an autism pandemic. Yeah, just look at this live chat. Just kidding. Well, I mean, in small L, Trump is a liberal. Yeah, not big L, but yeah, he's a civic nationalist. He's got liberal values. The enlightened Americanism is liberal. Like this what's it called? He's just a classic civic nationalist. That to me is a liberal ideology. The Constitution is a liberal document. The Constitution is not a conservative document. The Bible is a conservative document. Yeah, he could build a wall 10 feet inside the border and the feds couldn't do. There's so many things that could just be done with a little bit of bolts and a little bit of imagination. And that's why I'm announcing my run for that's right. That's right. Oh. So, yeah, they're giving out excuse me. Civilianizing border patrol. So Democrat representative Trader proposes civilianizing border patrol, replacing security with social workers, says Biden administration is very open to the idea. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just a mess, man. I mean, they got all these charts and stuff like that. Yeah, one of these arguments is that, immigrants commit less crimes. First of all, who cares? Even if they did, we should still not let them in because they are not us. It's a simple us and them argument. This is another thing I've changed my mind about a lot. I used to be like one of these people like, I don't like identity politics. All politics are identity politics, dude. The politics is the sport of us and them. And and if you can't define what us is, them will become us. We're just going to get replaced, and we are. Look at the last 50 years. There's totally if Americans are committing way more crimes than illegal immigrants, we should not let the illegal immigrants in and then look at what our values are. It doesn't mean to replace the population. It's so insane. It's insane. Where we're going, we don't need words. But I know words, and I have the best words. So, my Obama impression is very good. Thank you. Native-born whites commit less crime than illegal blacks and Hispanics. Likewise, native-born people who commit the most crime are black. That's a no-brainer. That's so obvious. By a significant margin, and Hispanic. And it says, if America was 100% white, it would have crime rates similar to Northern European countries. That's true. And they got these charts. The above post is true. The steep rise in crime since the 1950s is in part due to the diversification of the country. Yeah, diversity. I don't know where this is from, but diversity plus proximity equals war, equals conflict. Diversity is terrible. Yeah, that's the same thing about the abortion thing. Yeah, Major says, quote, but there's already crime in the U.S., so they use that as an excuse for illegal immigration. Yeah, the same thing they say about baby murder, dude. You know? But people would do it, not if people are going to do, murder's illegal and people do it. So what? Does that mean we don't make it illegal? It's like, but they'll just go to other states to do abortions. Okay, well, we're coming for those states too. We can't stop until it's called what it is in the entire nation. So, yeah, this crime stats thing is a big part of the red pill. Authorities are preparing for an even more massive influx of illegal immigration when Biden lets a key Trump-era border policy expire next month. No words, the best. No words to even say about the state of things. Gotta work on my Trump voice. That's top priority, guys. Welcome, everybody. We're holding strong at 60. Remember, next week is Easter special. Scripture and music, a little bit of fellowship, probably no news. The news gets uber gay after a certain amount of time. Yeah, I can't stand these loser tactics from Republicans. You just play into their framework all the time. You know, if you send your illegal immigrants to D.C., you know what they can do the day after they get dropped off? They can leave D.C. and come back to Texas. You need to seal the border and kick out every single illegal. That is the kind thing to do. It's absolutely insane. Working on my DeSantis. Do you mean my Italian Trump? He is the same. He copied Trump's whole hand motion thing. He does this. He does the... It's insane, man. He just totally... he changed like overnight. He like got a different... He started... It's one of the reasons politics is so fake. Max Rhino. Leaked DHS document reveals Biden's mass migration plan offers broad-scale release mechanisms. They're flying these people to northern cities, man. It is a crime. It's straight up it's suicide. It's they're traitors. They hate their people. There's so many things that need to be done. Like there shouldn't be any dual citizenship in Congress and above either. Dr. Oz is a Turkish citizen. I mean, even in the media, like anyone that has dual citizenship is sus, dude. Sebastian Gorka, people on the right like him for some reason. He's a citizen of 3 countries, man. Yeah, like dual citizen plus extremely, not plus, but along with super Zionist is sus, dude. It's suspect. If you're like a huge Israel shill, it's like to say that America is inextricably linked to Israel. It's just sus, dude. It's super suspect. Talk about traitors, man. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene put out that tweet that said Murkowski, Romney, and Collins are now pro-pedophile. I like that tweet. She was lenient. Oh my gosh, the horror show of cases that Ketanji Brown Jackson was lenient on. Did I say that already? Yeah, I did. This is my internal monologue, by the way, guys. Just a horror show of pedophilia, child porn, baby torture. It was insane. And she gave the Pizzagate shooter 4 years instead of 18 months. She's demonic, man. She's an actual demon. So... what are you guys saying over there in the live chat? Sergeant America, what up, y'all? Oh, Left Can't Meme is in there trying to shill for likes. I understand. I agree with it, actually. I agree with it. Welcome, everybody. This show is 9 p.m. on weekday, or on 9 p.m. on Sundays, and I stream tomorrow at 11 a.m. So please subscribe to Ignoramus Media. Got to get me to 1,000, guys. What's the deal, bruh? Bruh, get me to 1,000 subs so I can monetize. Wouldn't that be wonderful? I mean, even if these 3 didn't vote for her, Kamala Harris would have had the tiebreaker. But either way, man, these people, it's like, yeah, 2 women and a Mormon, dude. I believe in identity politics. I believe in generalizing. I believe in stereotypes are there often for a reason. I'm at 906, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I'm close. 904. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's say. Whatever gets that. I don't know what that means. Make her break the tie and keep your integrity. I totally agree with that. Yeah, these people are just traitors, dude. They're just traitors. Yep, need 96 more. Correct. Yeah, they're mostly males of fighting age. Yeah, exactly. It's an invasion. Of course it's an invasion. Yeah, it's what it is. And I blame the people coming over way less than I blame the people allowing them to do it. I mean, it's really a spine problem. That's why, you know, people like talk about Russia or China or whatever, you know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There's not one problem that Russia or China is posing towards us that could not be cleaned up by us just ignoring them and correcting and returning to biblical values. If you return to biblical values, man, it would take a couple decades, but it would being in communion with God, like in your doctrine, it fixes so much, man. And sin will still be there, but it's just insane. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think that. I agree with you, Sarge. I think that the COOF or whatever. I mean, they might trot out something different, but we just got to keep not believing them and keep doing what God says. Let's get into this Dr. Oz thing. I'm covering this a little bit tomorrow, but yeah, I mean, there's a few different ways to look at this Dr. Oz endorsement. I mean, Dr. Oz is Trump's friend. So, you know, I don't know who he endorsed. I heard the other guy is worse than Dr. Oz, if that's even possible, but I think this is a bad look. I saw some people online in the dissident right making arguments for why this is not that bad. But, I mean, this is not good, though, man. Endorsement of Dr. Oz, dude. He's pro-choice. He's pro-trans kids. Yeah, look at this. Dr. Oz argues for upholding Roe v. Wade abortion standards 3 years ago, dude.
School in Philadelphia, and I saw women who'd had coat hanger.
See, this is such a bad argument. This is what the left does.
I mean, they're really.
You know, if you talk like a leftist, if you act like a leftist, you're a leftist.
Traumatic.
It's like, what does this have? Like, people will commit evil anyway. It's disgusting, dude. Abortion's disgusting. You guys see this thing out of DC? These leaked videos. I mean, I've known about, you know, I've known about what abortion is for years now. You know, but it's like I've seen people do it. Let's just watch the tape.
Events that happened when they were younger, before Roe versus Wade. And many of them were harmed for life, emotionally.
No. They're murderers. They're murderers. You know what I mean? Like, they should be treated as such.
Anyway.
Right.
And listen, I'm at a personal
And he's on the Breakfast Club
level. I wouldn't want anyone in my family to have an abortion. I told my kids.
And this is subjective morality. So this is disgusting. And this ain't 20 years ago. This is 3 years ago.
I mean, I love the lives that they're
I'm not going to tell anyone else what to do, but in my family, I would never want someone
creating
to.
so
Look at what you're discussing
much
right now.
that I personally wouldn't want it, but I don't want to interfere with everyone else's stuff because it's hard enough to get into life as it is. What I do know as a physician is if you're going to make it if the litmus test is the heart's beating, then really make it the heart beating.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make some surrogate version of it when cells are
Doesn't believe that God breathes life in at conception. Is he a Christian? I mean, this is
not
retarded.
what the average person
Excuse me
thinks.
for
The average person's envisaging a little acorn heart beating in there. That's not what's
That's
going
not
on.
what it is.
That's 6 weeks.
Dude,
And I think
this is a worshiper of science, man.
the rule that most Americans seem to support is if the child was viable outside the womb.
Ugh, so disgusting, man. So I don't know, man. I've been a pretty staunch Trump guy, and my argument has been because he's the only guy, but it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I like that Trump spoke at the March for Life. I streamed it. Yeah, imagine talking about harmed for life in that conversation. Yeah, no one is more harmed for life than an unborn child. Yeah. Life begins at conception. Clearly, yeah. It's just wicked, man. Has he talked about this? Has he clarified? No. It's just gross, man. Oh. I don't know if I'll even bring it up on the show, Mr. Well, he's Turkish, dude. Turkish. I think he's Turkish. Let's see. Nah, he's just Turkish. Grew up in a mixed Muslim environment where his father's family practiced more traditional Islam. He's a globalist. That's really what he is. He's a rootless cosmopolitan. Yeah, he's not. If he was like trad Turkish, he wouldn't be talking that stuff, you know? Yeah, that's like globalist 101 is that guy. Globalist liberal. Yeah, it's just gross. I don't know who he's going up against or whatever. He has my complete and total endorsement. Yeah, I mean, really, a lot of it is also just wait and see. You know what I mean? Because it's like we're not in 2024 yet, but Trump keeps making terrible moves, man. And people are like blaming it on his advisors, but Trump has to, it's like you're getting advice, and then what you do is you say yes or no to this advice, and then you say yes to this advice rather than no. And, Trump's advisors and him know about this stuff. So it's insane. Yeah, look at this. This one's nuts. Okay. He tried to scrub this one from YouTube.
What if your son...
Yeah, look at this. This is hysterical. This channel is called The Real Dr. Mehmet Oz. 144 subscribers. Dr. Oz promotes transgender ideology for toddlers, encourages cutting-edge gender surgery for kids. Hard disavowal of this stuff.
Was meant to be a she.
She always challenging your beliefs about what it means to be male.
Yeah, he tried to scrub this from the
or
internet.
Female. Or it's transgender.
I'm a girl, and I have a penis.
Oh,
8-year-old
my.
Josie was born Joseph. Physically, she's gender as early as 2 or 3. There's no easy answer. With science and...
There it is. There's no easy answer, dude. Trump endorsed this guy. You don't think he's running again? That's a hot take. Interesting. Should I run? I'll be eligible. Should I? How much money do you need again? Like 10 G's? Should I run? Should Frank run? I would support Frank over Trump. We need a Christian, man. It all goes bad when they're not a Christian. That's what I think the big picture thing is about Trump. It all goes bad when they're not a Christian. It might be wrong, agrees. Wow. Me and Frank, that would be so fun. I don't think I can run. I got some stink on me.
psychology only starting to explore this concept.
Modern psychology. They default to this big S, capital S science thing. It's so gross. There's really right now, there's two ideologies. I mean, there's shades of gray or whatever, I guess, but there's there's Christianity, there's Christian theism, and then there's secular transhumanism. Secular humanism, I should say. And that's essentially Satanism. And then you can tell what the person is right away.
Complex subject. What's the right way to nurture a transgender child?
Dude, this is so gross.
Let's meet a family living.
Wow, man. And this, I think this is way worse than the jabby stabby thing. If Trump isn't running, that would be pretty crazy, man. Campaign until 2023, then endorse a rhino. The stink on me would give me votes. I was thinking that right when I said it. Yeah, that's interesting. Fuentes isn't old enough. I want Fuentes to be president. I literally would endorse Nick Fuentes the day he turns 35. Vincent James is like 38. I would vote for him. A guy I would vote for would be Jesse Kelly as well, even though I disagree with him on some things, some pretty important things. Jesse Kelly has balls. Maybe I'd be into that. I haven't listened to Jesse's show in a little bit. I like him on Twitter a lot. But I wonder what he has to say about all this Trump stuff. Yeah, I don't like Trump Jr. either. They're just not Christian. It's like, that is, yeah, if someone's not but Trump Jr. is Trump's son. You think he's going to break rank on important issues with his old man? Has he criticized his dad on anything? When it's a good family, I like nepotism. But no, man. Trump Jr. is a clown, man. Trump Jr. isn't even funny. At least Trump is funny. I mean, Jared Kushner's out of the picture. I mean, Ivanka's, should be irrelevant. Yeah, I like Jesse Kelly. It seems, this is also when Trump talked about the jabby stabby, he literally got booed at his own rally. And Trump actually handled it kind of like a mouse. Has Junior criticized Kushner? That's a good question. Yeah, literally pro-gay. Yeah, Trump Jr. is literally pro-gay. It's just be a Christian. He posts funny memes. Yeah, that's true, but he's just not funny. I mean, it's not like he made the memes. Yeah, he doesn't have the it factor. Neither does DeSantis. You know what I mean? Doesn't have the it factor. Yeah, it's bleak. Christ is the only hope, dude. Christ 2024. You hear about this Madison Cawthorn? He talked about he got invited to an orgy. Come on. I don't want to get graphic, but does it even work? Human nature has fallen, yeah. And this guy's a degenerate too, man. Yeah, we rhino slaying, bro, in Minecraft. I mean, not even in Minecraft, not metaphorically. It's nothing. I don't want anything that could happen to these people physically. I mean, it kind of already did to Madison Cawthorn. It's out of my hands. It's so insensitive. But I'm just saying, I don't even know how to say it without, I'm literally not calling for any action other than political. It's like people that like these degenerate rhinos, they need to stop liking them. Matt Gaetz is all right. He's all right. He's better than most. Infuriates GOP with talk of orgy invitation and drug use by Congress colleagues. Like Thomas Massey. I think Thomas Massey's pretty good. Yeah, Junior has a good sense of humor, but isn't funny yet. Yeah, Gates is all right. I mean, and as opposed as I am to women in politics, I like Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's, she has balls. More than Trump, dude. Trump should, it's really, my defense of Trump is becoming indefensible. And on my show, everyone's been like, "What?" I've been heavily criticized for my Trump is the guy, therefore support him stance. And I get the criticism. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Katie says, Junior's like me, knows funny when he sees it, but can't produce it. Madison Cawthorn and Nancy Pelosi. The Babylon Bee is a more reliable source of fact than you.
The chair recognizes the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Cawthorn, for 5 minutes.
Madam Speaker, the left has ripped away the pen of truth from the author of life.
This whole process is so fake.
They've exchanged natural science for a party platform and declared war on biology. Your left-wing movement is forcing children to endure radical expressions of sexuality. And yet, you can't even define what a woman is.
Why does he... doesn't have the it factor, dude, and plays into this. It plays into their frame. Oh, she said, "Do you know what a woman is?"
You might amend a bill.
They talk about the things that are just, like I said, chum for the sharks, man, or just fodder for the pigs, really. Oh, a woman. What about the child porn stuff, man? If they were really about it, they're really based. They would keep hammering the child and the baby torture cases. You know, like. Can't even, but in politics, in mass group stuff, you have to play to the lowest common denominator, which is this whole like, she can't even name what a woman is. Neither can you, dude. Fox News hired Bruce Jenner.
But you'll never amend biology. Science is not Burger King.
I can't do it with these people, dude. It's so cringe. They're such losers, man. Mark Robinson. I would vote for Mark Robinson. I like Mark Robinson. Ain't but two genders. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, obviously, Reflections, Marjorie Taylor Greene gave that apology at the You Know What Museum. So I don't know, man. It's just, I might just quit and become a musician. It's so bleak, and I'm so clown-pilled. Good thing I can play some music, right? Yeah, look at that derpy derp face. Democrats are the real racists. Our country isn't screwed. Our country is, well, I mean, it might be, but I'm saying we have to have a sober and realist mindset about stuff. It's like the fear of God is the start of all wisdom. So we just have to start obeying God and fearing God again. I mean, look what Gideon did. Gideon was so outnumbered, man. Christ in the Garden of Gethsemane. I mean, there's different theories about how big of a force of Romans were in the Garden of Gethsemane. But it was hundreds. I mean, almost everybody who's a biblical scholar agrees that it was like one of the words is a detachment of Roman soldiers, hundreds of people. And it was Christ versus hundreds of them, and they were outnumbered. You know what I mean? So we have to get into communion with God. We have to get back to, and you know, Christ plus these 66 people would outnumber the enemy, the entire millions of enemy hordes. So we have to stop playing the left's game, and we have to start being Christ-like. And then then God will work in our lives. God will work in the institutions that are trying to promote him. And it's literally the only way. If you go through the secular, worldly frame, we're beyond screwed. I think we were screwed in the 70s. The normalization of the divorce, calling good evil and evil good, you know, the stuff with the kids, bad fiscal policy, you know, like it's like we have built a house on sand and Christ is the rock. It's that simple. Again, it's not easy, but it's simple. And without that, we deserve to be screwed. We deserve it because we're given this playbook called the Bible and we're not doing what it says. So, no, she's from Marjorie Taylor Greene is from Georgia. I mean, eventually we have to trust. I mean, a politician. I mean, just don't trust one that's a fake Christian. I mean, what's that guy's name? I already forgot. Mark Robinson. I mean, he seems tight. Look at that derpy face. So,
It's like we deserve to lose, man. They deserve to lose. They're like, you can't name what a woman is. And then we got Lindsey. Oh, Lindsey, baby. Oh, Lindsey Graham backs a Democrat-led bailout for corporate media, baby. He's under fire from all sides. His bellicose statements about the Ukraine-Russia conflict. So, look at this. So what, they're trying to bail out media? This is just a dumpster fire, man. Look at that. It puts the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again. Jeez. Look at that. Look at deeply into your soul. What do you have to lose? That's a great campaign slogan. Lindsey, he wants to bargain with Silicon Valley, baby. Journalism Competition and Preservation Act does the opposite of what it promises. It protects discredit, and Breitbart is terrible now. It's like, that's what I mean, the red pill, man. The numbers are not 60-40. They're not 70-30. It's 5%, 95 at best. It's everything. It's the whole establishment. It's the whole right wing. So it's statistically the entire right wing. It's negligible how many percent of the people are like worth a crap. So Lindsey, baby, let's bail out that media, baby. Get them Zuck bucks. Look at this goblin. Look at this absolute gremlin, man. Jeff Zucker, baby. At the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. Look, I could do an hour-long stream just on that physiognomy, man. Criminal skull measurements. Look at the back neck. Look at the part of I love it's one of my favorite things to do while I stream is get into just the minutia of look at the neck bulging out from behind the ear. Yeah, it goes out like half a millimeter. The neck fat goes behind the ear. Soy face, criminal skull measurements. Darwin would have had this guy killed. The side chin, yeah. The side chins, the glasses, those type of glasses are also sus. He's got pedo look. The gnomes of Zurich. Books could be written about but this one is pretty crazy too. Goodbye, horses. I'm crying over you. Lindsey. Senator Graham finds himself on the opposite side of Republican leaders in the House of Representatives, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, likely inbred. Yeah, that look is terrible. Oh, they argue over wokeism. And that's the other thing. It's like, I'm just sick of anyone that plays the game, man. I guess you kind of have to a little bit, but this wokeism in the schools and just hypocrisy. You got to either exit the system or do something.
Secretary Austin.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Gaetz, I don't know. They just speak in this political way. That's another criticism I have of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She speaks in a mainstream political way. And that was one of the good things about Trump 2016 is he didn't. And there needs to just be people that don't communicate in that way anymore, man. And I could do a play-by-play. I could break it down word by word, speech patterns, their frame. It's mainly their framing. They cannot stop operating in the left's framework. And Trump didn't. Sometimes Marjorie Taylor Greene and some of these firebrands do, but it's the way they speak. It's how they speak, what they say, the narrative they operate in, and we need to ditch Americanism. We need to ditch Americanism and be biblicists or just Christians, and have a spine. And they'll, some of them have a little bit of a spine, but the way they speak, it's heavily influenced by corporate media. So I don't know. A little bit of Massey. Thomas Massey just introduced legislation. He doesn't speak in that way. I kind of like. I like Massey, dude. Is he a Christian? Thomas Massey just introduced legislation which would repeal the law making schools gun-free zones based. Gun-free zones are ineffective and but they just introduced these symbolic things, bills that are going to go nowhere. China. Someone says China. Yeah, I mean, they have this list of who's a domestic terrorist, and it's like people, mothers that oppose COVID are terrorists,
Let's just summarize this for the folks back home. We've got a bill here, as Chairman Nadler says, that's going to set up more bureaucracy to go after domestic.
Yeah, he doesn't speak in that broke way. I like that.
Terrorism, and that's probably a good thing. And Mr. Biggs has offered an amendment that says you can't use the funds that are going to be authorized in this bill to investigate, analyze, monitor, or prosecute any individual who's declined the COVID vaccine or expressed opposition to it. This is constitutionally redundant, this amendment. It is obvious.
The Constitution is a joke, man. It's a joke document. When has it ever been relevant? When has it ever been actually enforced or anything? It's just a joke, man. Human rights are a joke, dude. I put out a tweet today that said, you don't believe in God because you claim there's no evidence for them, yet you have no trouble believing in human rights. It's like the whole system is dumb, man. Katie asks, is the media influencing them? Or are they influencing the media? It depends on the they. I don't think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is influencing the media at all, but she was raised on it. Everyone her age was raised on it. So in that case, I mean, she's been influenced. Those speech patterns, like everyone's been brainwashed to like being a certain way. And they have to actively try to not be that way. Yeah. Sorry, but it's true. The Constitution talks break. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's true. So yeah, she says, so on Lou Dobbs' podcast, Marjorie Taylor Greene blasted. Now, okay, what I will say, if there was a time when the Constitution was real, I would say that, but if you look at the history of just within a decade of the Constitution being ratified, it was already being treated like a living document, and that's no document, that's no objective standard. It's just true.
It's time for...
I think we might get a hit for this, but she says, so after that, Collins, Murkowski, and Romney are pro-pedophile tweet, she says, I'm not apologizing. This is good language right here. I'm not apologizing to anyone. I'm doubling down. If Senator Collins get her feelings hurt, that's her problem. She needs to stop being pro-pedophilia. Look, I'll take the Constitution, over this secular humanist thing that they're trying to do, but it's just not. It's a failed thing. It's a failed document. It's not terrible. It's that we never stuck to it, and we're talking about going back like 10 generations. The Bible, period. So no, I'd be like, it has to be the Bible. No, the foundation of our country is the American people, not the Constitution. The American nation was around before the Constitution, around before the forming of the U.S. government. Like, saying that a nation is founded when the government starts is like peak bootlicking, really. I mean, I'm not saying Like when you think about it. I'm not saying like when you really take it to its logical, it's about the people. It's about the people group. Yeah, but I'm saying that we haven't adhered to it ever. So what do we do with that? Like if, it's not the best document in the world. The Bible is. So there is a document that like we should just replace it with biblical values. And yes, people say that people say that the Bible influenced the Constitution, which is true to a certain extent, but like the Bible isn't a big rights document. Like you're not afforded these rights in the Bible. Like the Bible is about enduring suffering. I mean, it's about Jesus Christ. I mean, that's really what it's about. But it's like there's not a big rights talk. There's not a big entitlement and claim talk. There's like you're going to suffer and here's how to do it. That's a lot of the talk in the Bible. I like the Declaration of Independence more than the Constitution as well. What's up? People coming from Salty. Awesome. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you guys saying? Like, we have to grapple with the fact that the Constitution has never really been taken seriously in hundreds of years. It's always been a power thing. Politics is about power. It's not about rights. Rights are not real. So it's good. I mean, I love to see people not apologizing. And, Marjorie Taylor Greene is a strong Christian, as she talks about it all the time. So, I mean, all we have in politics is how people speak and how they act, So I wanted to go through this thread lastly. Let me do a little something first, and then we're out of here, guys. It's been a good one. It's been an intense one. The Bill of Rights is important, but again, when has it been held up? That's my point. Like, how can it be important when it's not being taken seriously? Now, like the Overton window and the framing is so perverted that it's just never really been a thing. Yeah, I mean, because humans are fallen. I mean, of course. Yeah, the Pharisees also used the law of God to their own corrupt needs and evil deeds. It's all the same. It's not all the same. Humans are fallen, but no, God's law is superior to man's law. And yeah, people are going to pervert it, but it's better than, God's word is not the same as the Constitution. That's not true. I mean, you can believe that if you're not a Christian, but if you're a Christian, that's not really it's not really a thing that you can believe. And, I mean, like I said, you can, but it doesn't make it true. So, all right, so this is a lib on Twitter. It's kind of an interesting thread because they're talking about all kinds of stuff. Let me read this. How many tweets is this? Let's see. Yep, it's only like 5 or 6. David Atkins says, it sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but the actual conservative game plan is to rule with Putin. These people are so short-sighted. Everything's a Marvel movie to them. Everything is a Saturday morning cartoon where they need a big bad guy. And it's like, if they're not thinking about Putin and Orban, they'd be like, Hitler, oh. And it's like, they are permanently living in an episode of Pinky in the Brain. Like, Putin is like, what are we going to do today? Like, take over the world. We got to stop them because liberalism is good. It sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but the actual conservative game plan is to rule with Putin-Orban-style autocracy. We can only hope, right? For two generations, turn schools into right-wing indoctrination zones. A lot of them, like including me, just want to abolish public schools altogether. crushing millennials and Gen Z underfoot while training up Generation Alpha as fascists. No one can even define the word fascist. It just means someone a liberal doesn't like. That's the through line for all of it. They know everyone under 40 hates them. This is so out of touch, man. Dude, the Zoomers are the right wing. The young right is coming, dude. The young right they are red pilled. As a lot of them aren't, but you know, the young Christian right is totally a thing. That's the through line for all of it. They know everyone under 40 hates them. They've lost the broader public and can't win real majority. See, they're Democrats. They think that's why these people love the idea of the ratio so much. They're like, yo, more people equals good. More people equals good. Should I ban this guy? Kind of feeling like doing it. We can have fun here, though. Doing it. No, I'm not. 137 likes. I'm so liked. Maybe I am a Democrat. Okay. They know that they've lost the broader public and can't win real majorities, so their plan is authoritarian minority rule along Orbanist lines to crush opposition while indoctrinating a new generation. Meanwhile, they absolutely intend on banning birth control, executing teenagers for having abortions, and jailing women for crossing state lines for reproductive care. Why, I don't reproductive care. That's such a disgusting thing to call abortion. There's really not much dumber or more gross than saying it's women's health care. Yeah, fascist is anyone who isn't a neoliberal in their mind. Let them stay. Okay. All to punish women for daring to have sex outside of the dictates of fathers, husbands, and pastors for childbearing. These people are all simps, dude. They're so heavily influenced by feminism, and they hate God. They also plan to end gay marriage and force LGBT people back into the closet. Absolutely, I do. 100%. Yeah, let's not do that kind of talk in the chat. I mean, this is not my channel. Their game plan is to destroy liberalism, train up a new generation of fascists, force women into childbearing servitude for white supremacy, and reinstill Putin-style toxic masculinity in men. This sounds like a pretty good plan. It's not a complicated plan. They see Russia and Hungary as global models for it. No, we are nationalists, dude. There are elements of both those countries that are really good, but it's like they cannot stop projecting. They cannot help themselves. They're planning and executing the plan right out in the open, and so are you. You're doing your plan right out in the open. I'm sick of things not being in the open, you know? Other than homosexuality. That's got to be in the closet. The only question is whether the rest of us will take the necessary all-of-society approach to stopping them. This is what a cultural war is. We need to engage in it. The thing is, in spite of the affirmative action for aging white evangelicals, that is the Senate, dude, this is the poison of partisan politics. They're just like, they think the biggest white supremacist is like Ted Cruz, man. They think that the biggest fascist is like Ted Cruz and the NRA. Yeah, they should just stop being gay. I don't know why you hit that message. That was just true. A major victory just said it's just don't be gay. It should be the don't be gay bill, not the don't say gay bill. So we can only succeed. Affirmative action for aging white evangelicals. What does that even mean, man? electoral college and they're illegitimate. So they want to get rid of the Senate. They want actual direct, like full democracy. What a nightmare. Oh, you hit the wrong button. I feel you. Guess it's your first rodeo, yeah. And their illegitimate SCOTUS. The plan is unlikely. So this guy wants no Supreme Court. This is insanity, man. It can only exceed if the rest of us fail to push back and say no society-wide. I mean, dude, the enemies of God are going to lose in the long run anyway. It's funny, half of the conservatives responding to this are all, that's not us. But those are that's not us. Those are the rhinos. Those are the enemy. That's not us. You don't know us all. We're libertarians honest. The other half is haha, based keck. This sounds awesome. I know where I am. Hey, libertarians, the Groypers are winning. Even your side hates Galt's Gutch. I have no idea what that is. Gulch? I don't even know what that is. Groyper. Yeah, there's not enough bigotry. Anyway, just wanted to go through that thread. Woo! What a show. Let's see what viewers like you are saying in the chat. I can't wait. I can't wait to know. So there's another one I wanted to go through another time, but that's when Dre says it's a wrap, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Yeah, but what is Gulch? I don't get that. Galt, yeah, John Galt is from Atlas Shrugs, but I just don't get what the meaning is. Yeah, subscribe to Ignoramus Media if you got a pair. Please, I beg of you. What's up, y'all? I also think Trump is a liberal. I do. And I don't even know what a patriot is. Like someone said that earlier. Like if liberals aren't patriots and Trump is a patriot, then how is he a liberal? I don't really agree with that logic. Like we got to define those words. I think you can be a Trump. I think Trump kind of is a patriot, but he's also he's like a classical liberal. He's a civic nationalist. The hideout for the utopia. Man, last week, the music was such a mistake last week. I don't know. I'm always down to play some music, yo. But last week I was just up so late, and what happens is it ruins my morning, and I'm not crushing as hard as I should. I can't do music tonight. I really can't. We can talk for a little bit, but I can't do music. I want to. It's not about that. If I was getting paid right now, then I would. But it's like I got to make something of myself in my weekdays. I started a business. I'm training up a band. I got my own show at 11 a.m. I just can't. We can talk for a little bit, though. Yeah, he's like an old school blue dog Democrat. Exactly. He's a classical liberal. Yeah, I wish I could, but I just can't. Where all the based industrials fled to. Okay. These Democrats are so out of touch. They don't even know what their words mean. Everything is a cartoon. They're infants. Everything is a Saturday morning cartoon. It's all simple. They're the least nuanced people ever. They don't get the truth. They don't get humor. Everything's a caricature to them. They can't have a real dialogue. It's pathetic. No, they're not. That's wrong. Classical liberals are now on the conservative side. They want nothing to do with the radical left. But they're still on the left. If you're a classical liberal, you're still a liberal. The radical left, no one wants anything to do with the radical left, but they still have the same subjective worldview. They say they don't know where to draw the line in their own worldview. They don't have value. They don't have objective values. Yeah, if you're a classical liberal, you're still a liberal. It's literally in the name. Classical, yeah, Dave Rubin is like a leftist. Dave Rubin's like a Satanist, yo. That dude is straight up evil. I mean, Trump is farther right than Dave Rubin, but Who is John Galt? True. Yeah, totally, completely reject classical liberalism. It's just part of the secular humanist thing. It's anti-God. Trump said he was a liberal. When did he say that? That'd be an interesting thing. I don't think he said that, really. Reagan was liberal too. Yeah. Conservatism is what people call conservatism is under the realm of liberalism. Like I said earlier, the Constitution is a liberal document. All of the Enlightenment is under liberalism. It's all under secular humanism. Human rights is a liberal thing. It's like this is, I'm gonna keep saying this, and nothing's stopping me from saying it. I think it, and it's all Enlightenment. The whole Enlightenment is liberal. Yeah, don't say that in the chat, Timothy, please. It's like, do you guys do not get what Fed posting is? It's saying things like overtly. It's like, that's not good for Frank. It's not good for me. It's not good for any type of presence on the internet. What does Dave Rubin have insight into? Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, he said Dave Rubin has a lot of insight, though. Into what? How to human traffic? How to buy babies on the yeah, how to human traffic with other Dave. Imagine thinking the founders were right wing. Yeah, I mean, they were students of the Enlightenment. You know what I mean? They weren't about God, family, country. Yeah, it's like, I just don't understand why people can't just be either subtle or clever or funny about their Fed posting. But those things, if you're subtle, clever, and funny, it's not Fed posting. It's like, just don't be so literal. It's like, yeah, it's just, yeah. The longest serving Republican politician, Strom Thurmond, was originally a segregationist Democrat who originated the term Dixiecrat. Cool. Some blue liberals have switched to conservative, and yeah, what is Dave? I want to know what Dave Rubin has some insight into, especially unique insight. Like, it's one thing. I mean, look, if you listen to any of these people talk in the pundit class, I mean, they're going to get some stuff right, but that's, it doesn't matter, because it's like, I could say that a burger is meat, but what good does that get in to move the ball forward? It's like, Christian values are GTFO, yo. Wheat from the chaff, man. Dave Rubin needs to repent, man. Yeah, and that's why I don't call myself an individualist anymore either. Oopsie, sorry. I put the wrong one up there. The liberal worships the individual while the right puts the family first. I mean, the right believes in differentiation, hierarchy, and God. They believe that things are different. The left liberalism does not. It thinks that it believes in definitional shape shifting. But the right believes in right and wrong. They believe in truth and lie. They believe there's a sorting mechanism called meaning. They believe in hierarchy. I believe in hierarchy. I believe in monarchy. I believe Christ is king. And I believe he is better than me. And I believe I'm better than some people. And I believe that some people are better than me. And that's not a sin. That's not even incorrect. It's totally correct. That's why I call it correct wing. It's literally correct wing is to be right wing. Because you believe some people are better than others, period. And it doesn't mean we're unequal before God. I mean, it says in the New Testament, there's neither Jew nor Greek, that passage from Romans. That is in God, we all have inherent value. There are things that make us the same. But at that, like in terms of skills, in terms of competence, the liberal worldview doesn't. When you trace it to its logical conclusion, they don't even believe in like right and wrong. It's a completely subjective worldview, and it's just straight from the devil, dude. What am I harsh about? Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm talking to you about what I'm saying about David. What am I harsh about? Tell me what. And I don't even. First of all, I don't care if I'm harsh. I like the LOL. It's kind of fun. Oh, you harsh. That's kind of funny. But it's like, am I right or wrong? I think I'm right. And we've also been raised to believe that saying you're right is like arrogant or whatever. It's like, dude, does right and wrong exist? Yes or no? I think it does. If so, then that means people can be right or wrong, and arguments can be either right or wrong. And there's way less gray area than people think. There is a right and wrong here. And, you know, it took me years of streaming and reading and stuff to work all this out in my head and things like that. But right and wrong exist. Yeah, classical liberals typically still support the left. True. They're on the left. They're on the left. Even people on the center right need to be stopped, yo. It's so much different than people think. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting point. Saul flipped to Paul, but Christians still thought he was sus for a while. I've heard people say, and I kind of see what they're saying, where like that's why Paul started so many sentences with like, I'm being honest about this. I don't remember the exact language, but he was sus to them. I mean, yeah, he killed Christians. So, and he had, I guess he had to prove himself or whatever. He calls out the lefties, which a lot of libbies don't. He is a leftist. It's like a completely self-defeating. If you're buying children with your gay partner, you're a leftist. He's pro homosexuality. You cannot be right wing and be pro homo. Thank you, Timothy. I appreciate that. Yep. Leftists believe that right and wrong are subjective based simply on their own personal feelings. Yeah, and that's most people. That's most people in this day and age. And they won't admit it when you corner them like that. But if you watch how they argue when there's not a bunch of pressure on, they make these subjective things all the time. Yeah, reality's harsh. Yes, exactly. Right and wrong are defined by God, not man, and he never changes. Now, he's the same today and always. Hey, chill out here. Saul approved the stoning of Stephen. Jeez. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like the line, the verse, like his cloaks fell at the feet of a young man named Saul. Yeah, dude, you can't defend Dave Rubin. It's just beyond the pale, man. I think there's way more people further right than Dave that are indefensible, like Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, indefensible. But Dave Rubin it's just beyond the pale. Like Rick Rubin better. Yeah. Reflection says, I like Rick Rubin better, and he's like a black wizard. Yo, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. David Duke endorsed Biden. That must be like the equivalent that Kanye West endorsed Trump. And see, the thing is that Dave Rubin isn't pro free speech. He's pro censorship in some cases. When you bring up Zionism, dude, Yeah, I got that dude figured out. I used to be a big fan of all those guys. I've watched hundreds of hours of Dave Rubin and Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Jordan Peterson. These guys are clowns at best. Steven had to go. Don't ruin the redemption arc. Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, David Duke and Richard Spencer endorsed Biden. Yeah, dude. You cannot trust a homosexual in the political sphere. You cannot. Yeah, they can't. Yeah. Cannot. Yeah, I fell. Look, and I fell for the IDW hook, line, and sinker. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow on my stream because there's this guy that's the advisor to Klaus Schwab. He's a writer named Yuval Noah Harari. I fell hook, line, and sinker for this guy within a year of me becoming a Christian. I thought that his two books, Sapiens and the other one, were like the greatest books I've ever read in my entire life. And then I started reading Dostoevsky. And I was like, yo, I almost was a full-on like secular humanist. I bought hook, line, and sinker into this Enlightenment stuff. And like the Enlightenment is straight from the devil. Yeah, it was so close, man. Because I was always into the Eastern thing. I was into the Eastern mysticism, spirituality thing. Then I got into like Westernism, Americanism. And that's just all the Enlightenment. That's why there's essentially two big worldviews. There's a Christian theism and there's secular humanism. One is straight from God. One is straight from Satan. I love Might Be Wrong so much. I've just been watching Might Be Wrong battling. I have to try the Jesse Kelly burger, by the way. People are talking about the Richard Spencer burger. I've had some good burgers in my time. I like a melted Swiss and roasted mushrooms and caramelized onions on a burger. That is hot stuff. You can find that at a number of different places. Yeah, that's the thing. They always go too far. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's why when a person openly, when they openly mock or rationalize or whatever against God's law, it's just you can see it coming a mile away. They have to get worse. That's what evil always does. They have to get worse. So I'm just done. I'm done with the whole the right wing has to be Christian, period. Or it's just going to die. It's the problem with Trump, man. He's not a Christian. Talked about it an hour ago. It's not going to work. So it's like there has to be repentance, and we have to recognize Jesus as Lord and Savior, period. Anything else is not going to work. And it might take decades, yo. It might take a very long time. But it's going to fail. It has to fail. I'm doing this while designing a 16,000 square foot building. That's based. That's based. You saw that in the hand? Oh, I mean, I guess that's decent memory, Horatius, but I mean, it's just repetition. I've said it. I tweeted it out with like literal like the ums and uhs and the dots. I've practiced that hundreds of times. Yeah, Yada is such a loser. See, they have to default to non-arguments, name-calling, snark. That's why sarcasm is like and at least, sarcasm is just the lowest form of humor. It's so unintelligent. So there's just a complete loser in the chat. You made a decent point earlier. I highlighted, but you're just a loser. Yada is the reason I know I'm better than some people. Yeah, you're just a tool, bro. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good verse right there from Deuteronomy. See, women can be funny. Yada is the reason I know I'm better than some people. Yada pushes me further right. Yeah, the IDW was such a trap, dude. The whole Enlightenment is a trap. That's why Elon Musk, Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is the one that just needs to fall, man. Like when you go over to these mainstream conservative sites, they trot out Jordan Peterson like he's their champion, dude. This guy's a mess. He can't even say if he believes in God. It's just a mess. What are you guys talking about in the chat? I can't wait to hear from viewers like you. Oh, yeah, I guess in this time, it's been 18 minutes since I said I couldn't do music. But, yeah, I'm doing music next week. Next week, we'll have Easter music. But we just yakking it up. Meanwhile, 2 more hours goes by, but... What do I think about that verse? I mean, it's in the Bible. It's true. I don't know. I mean, I don't know everything about. I'm not really the expert on rightly dividing the Torah. You know what I mean? I'll leave that to people that know way more than me. Maybe you're somewhere in the chat or you look up some lectures. I don't know. I mean, but the Bible says what it says, but also there's like hermeneutics and interpretation. So, I mean, I don't know. If it's in the Bible, it's true, but it's like in what way, you know? Like, you know, there's poetry I mean, that's not poetry, but there's metaphors in the Bible. There's apocalyptic literature. There's all kinds. There's prophecy. So I'm not going to, if that's what it says, that's from the NASB. I like the translation. I've read that NASB. I've read like 6 different versions. I've read the King James, New King James, ESV, NIV, NASB. So I don't know. I believe that Scripture is the infallible word of God. So who am I to say that it says something different? But I don't know. It also says drunkards will not enter the kingdom of heaven, and I've gotten, I've gotten blackout drunk a lot of times, and I it's a sin that I've repented for. Hopefully I never get that drunk ever again. Yeah, it's serious business. So, yeah, you know what I mean? So we're all sinners, and, it says in 1 John that he who sins is of their father, the devil, but everyone sins. I mean, so it's like you need, like, I don't know, I'm just not an expert in this stuff, but I know how to read, I know how to think, I know how to talk, I know how to ask questions. So, yeah, what I think is the Bible is the word of God, LOL. Yeah, I'm not a big LOL on its own, but it is funny sometimes. Hermeneutics. You should meet the guy. The Passion Translation. Yeah, I stick with it's also which manuscript is it from or whatever. I don't even know what the right word is, but the Dewey Reams is the good Catholic translation. I got a Dewey Reams. I've read the Dewey Reams. Yeah, I mean I get it. So that's the King James. I got it. He that is wounded in the stones or hath his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Yeah, cool. I mean, that's cool. But that's about like rightly dividing. It says it in 1 Timothy, you rightly divide the word of truth. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to punt on that one. I'm not an expert. I think people personally that know more than me about this stuff. You have change masters. Yeah, I've read all those. I've read the Apocrypha. I've read First, Second Maccabees. I've read all that stuff. I don't remember. I got to give it another read. It was a couple years ago. I mean, yeah, the Dewey Reams, I'm pretty sure, is the most trusted Catholic Bible. Yeah, sick burn. Calling someone named Ignoramus ignorant. Yeah. Everyone thinks their religion is right. Yep. And yet only one is actually right. You know? That's true. Of course, that's what a religion is. A religion is a worldview that every proponent of it thinks is right. But that doesn't mean truth doesn't exist. So, well, this will be a podcast. This will be only on the Left Can't Meme. So everyone watching on Let's Be Frank right now, this will be deleted on this channel. Frank's trying to get get to 1,000 on the Left Can't Meme. So please subscribe over there. I guess I should subscribe. Oh, nice. No, it's over 1,000. That's fantastic. Great. I bet he's been pushing it. So he's trying to get monetized. That's cool. Please subscribe to Ignoramus Media. We put that in the chat. That's not true, man. Christianity is a religion. It's not that. That's not true, man. That's just a thing that. Where does it say that's just such a false dichotomy? Like, I know what you're saying, but it is a religion about a relationship with Christ. Christianity is totally a religion. It's not about religion. It is a religion about a relationship with Christ. That's a false dialectic right there. I don't believe that at all. I believed that for a long time, and then I thought about it and read the Bible more. Christianity is the one true religion. It's definitely a religion. 100%. We have to start saying that it's just true. It is the true religion. The one true King, the one true Lord, the one true Savior. And it's also, but it's not just about a relationship with him. If it was, then it wouldn't be about like sharing the gospel or whatever. Like it's definitely an institution. It's definitely a religion. Let you know if you're in town. Wow. Own a recording studio in Las Vegas. I might take you up on that. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand where it says, or like, what is the logic beyond? Like, the Bible does not say that. The Bible does not say it's just about a relationship with Jesus Christ. That's some like progressive Christian stuff. I'm not calling you that at all, Major Victory, or anyone really. But like, that's a very new age. Like, tell that stuff to Charles Spurgeon, yo, or whoever. Like any classic preacher or like based person from 100 years ago or more, you know, it's definitely a religion. That's like getting up there with like the personal Jesus thing, with the emotionalism, with the charismatic thing, with like the Holy Spirit told me to do something, therefore it's law. It makes no sense. So you don't believe in canon? I mean, the church is the church. I mean, yeah, I mean, so you reject the early, so the book of, why do you think the book of Enoch is legitimate and all the other books aren't? You know? Dude, the canon, things were canonized so long before the King James. Now you're getting into territory that I actually do know about. Canon was established in the 300, in like the 4th century, way before anything was ever translated in English. The King James it was not the first to remove the Book of Enoch. Like, canon was established like around the time of the Third Council or something like that. Yeah, the book of only one verse from the book of Enoch is canon, and it's the verse that's in Jude. Jude has a verse from Enoch. That's the only verse from Enoch that's legit. That it doesn't mean that it's false. It means that it's not canon. It's like, do you trust the early church or no? That's really what the question is. No, no, that's not what I'm asking. How do you decide, Devil Dog, that the book of Enoch is legitimate and the other ones that were removed weren't? There's so many other epistles. There's the Gospel of Peter. There's the Gospel of Jude. There's so many other books. How do you decide that Enoch is the only one that needs to go back in? That's my question. I'm not asking about the 66 books that are in there. I'm asking about how do you choose the book of Enoch when it was eliminated with, like, it was never canon. The book of Enoch was never canon. So why is that one alone legitimate? And it's like, the question is really, do you trust do you trust that the early church was under the inspiration from God? Yeah, it's, well, I mean, evangelicism or whatever is not the same thing as emotionalism. Emotionalism is bad, but evangelizing is biblical. Yeah, it's just simply not canon. Yeah, I have the book of Enoch. I've read it. Yeah, it doesn't mean the book of Enoch isn't beneficial. It's just simply not canon. Truth. Very true. That's funny. My name is Brandon, so my dad says, let's go Brandon all the time. Good. Because it's in the Old Testament, and it's talking about those in the time when they wouldn't have been clean. Are you talking about the book of Enoch or the stuff you put about Deuteronomy? Yeah, why is Joshua not in there? Yeah, they're not, yeah, Joshua is not canonical. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's all about what is the early church? That's the question that's the question that is the important question. It's not about what book belongs in according to you. You know what I mean? It's about what was the early church? Who is Jesus Christ? What was the church? And were they under inspiration from the Holy Spirit? And if, like, Christ isn't Christ, if the church isn't the church, then you shouldn't accept any of the Bible. No, it's not about factual or not. It's about which ones are inspired, are the Word of God, which ones are the inspired Word of God, the infallible inspired Word of God. That's what canon means. Well, canon means, I think canon just means rule. I agree with that too. Discipling is better than evangelizing, and discipling has been abandoned. Agree. No, it wasn't Constantine. No, it was. I think it was the church fathers. It was that generation. When the problem is that they established the canon to battle heresies. It wasn't Constantine alone. That people like to say that, but it wasn't. Might be wrong gets it. Might be wrong really knows the Bible, yo. The scripture you shared. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about that scripture anymore. You can talk about it, but I already said my piece. I'm not an expert in this stuff. It's about rightly dividing the word of truth. Like, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I can read it more, but I mean, I read the Bible most days, and I already gave my answer. All right, things are devolving. I'm out. Love you guys. Have a good one. Let's see if we can get this music going. Oh, yeah, we got like the smooth jams for this one. That's right. I forgot about the outro music. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, where'd it go? Why'd that just do that? Well, have a good one, guys. This side of the internet, this will be uploaded as a podcast. I got to upload last week's thing. I'll keep the music in there. But yeah, Easter next week. Easter music. Some scripture, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for coming out, guys. Long stream tonight. I'm pretty tired. Please subscribe to Frank's channels. Subscribe to me on the YouTubes. Try to grow it to 1,000 subs so I can do more things. Oh, thank you, KDZ. What do you have to lose by subscribing to Ignoramus Media? Have a good one, my peoples. The haters, the losers, the lurkers, the listeners, my ignates, all mine peoples. I'm streaming tomorrow, 11 a.m. every day, every weekday. I'll be here for the Daily Ignoramus, episode number 718 tomorrow. Not going to cover a lot of the same stuff, you know. It's infotainment. Get a little more spicy on the other ones. Little spice. Little spicy, bro. Have a good one, y'all. Hit the like button on your way out. But, I mean, this stream is going away eventually on the Let's Be Frank channel. So, see you guys around. Next week, Easter. All that and more on Frank's channel. Peace out. This Side of the Internet, episode number 13.